Hey everyone, welcome back and happy, well, Friday. All right, guys. Well, we are back to talk about Kim Zolciak because, wait, what? Now her and Kroy have filed a joint motion again to dismiss this divorce. I mean, think about it like this, guys. First of all, Kim and Kroy, you guys are exhausting AF. Secondly, the police body cam footage, the shit that has come out, the accusations against each other, the things that you guys have said about each other, the impact that this has had on the kids, your daughter now being on Next Gen NYC saying that you stole her money. Um, this is a lot. So we're gonna break it all down. Before we do, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's go. I know exactly what you're thinking. Yes, I'm just as exhausted as you guys when it comes to this fucking story. It's like, what? Like, to be honest with you, nothing surprises me anymore, but I'm kind of thinking in my head, like, how are we still doing this? What in the hell is actually going on in the Zolciak Biermann household? What are you guys doing? Well, I'll give you an update. Apparently, Kim and Kroy filed a joint motion. This was on February 21st to dismiss their ongoing divorce case. This was just days after Kim accused him of, well, not only one, physical violence, two, extreme sexual promiscuity, three, emotional abuse. I mean, my God. The case was officially closed on March 7th, despite the gravity of these accusations. And this marks at least the third time that they have either filed for or called off a divorce since their initial split in 2023, 2 years ago. If I'm going to sit on here and I'm going to recap the Real Housewives of Miami, and I'm going to talk about how Alexia Echevarria came on the show and we open up the season 7 premiere with her talking about Todd, the impact that him moving out midday while she was gone with Frankie in the home, what that did to her, her psyche, her kids, truly how that affected her mental and emotional well-being. And then you come back and you're like, well, what am I going to say? That's life. We love each other. Like, what am I going to do? What am I? And the women are like, no, ay Dios mío, no, no, we don't want you to get back with Todd. Okay. Like, what? So I was looking at her like a little sideways, and I think most of us are, but to be honest with you, Alexia, you're way better off than this woman because I don't even know what the she's thinking. Now, some of her accusations post-filing, it was physical altercations, those were alleged, with Kim claiming that Corey lunged at her during arguments and caused her to fear for her safety. She also described his behavior as erratic, controlling, and fueled by rage. And she also accused him of having an extremely high level of sexual activity with multiple other partners while they were still married. Okay. Uh, Apparently the bank account is empty, right? I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying like you guys are hit with all of these things. Your daughter is going on Next Gen NYC saying that you ask her for money um, to pay like different random bills that you don't have the money. You're saying that he's charging at you. You've been very vocal with TMZ. You are now about to be on, honestly, let's be honest, with Kristen Cavallari or whatever it is. Honestly, Cavallari, or I'm not sure, but the show's good. It's okay. But like you're going on there and you are talking about how you felt like you were held hostage in your home. Can somebody just make this make sense? Because it does not make any sense to me. This is stupid. And what kind of example are you setting for your own kids? Sometimes I think, and I'm not a parent, but sometimes I think that parents often feel like it would be better for the kids if they stay together. I'm here to tell you, as a product of multiple divorces, that is not the case. Um, Extremely toxic situations, not only do those situations shape the growth of a child, of a person, but it helps mold who that child becomes as an adult, as their adult self. So if they're constantly being exposed to toxicity and unhealthy relationships and situations, then 9 times out of 10, when they become adults, they are going to exhibit similar behavior and potentially put themselves in toxic, unhealthy situations. Why would you want that for your kids? Like, be a adult. Stop being a moron. But it was on Kristen Cavallari's podcast where she said Kroy has not paid any household bills in years. She said that he did not contribute financially even after starting a job in March of 2024. And she claims that she had to work 4 shows in 4 years to support the entire household on her own. She said, "This man has not paid a bill in this house in years. He doesn't pay child support. He pays nothing." Now, I'm going to go over here and just say I'm thinking truly, if in fact what you said on the Real Housewives of Atlanta when you got into an argument with Kenya Moore at Chateau Charay about Croy and your finances, and you're like, "Well, my husband got a $20 million signing, a $20 million deal, bitch. I'm good. I'm good. We have money. Okay, how about that?" It's like, so what happened to that? And so if you did, and he did, have that deal, he accused you of gambling and spending all of the money on designer goods, casinos, online gambling, on a lot of things. So maybe he's looking at you sideways now like, I brought $20 million to the table. That's far more than what you've brought to the table. So yeah, hold your own. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's right. I'm saying that's probably how he's looking at her right now. Now, she also alleges that Croy stole and sold every piece of her jewelry, her daughter Brielle's jewelry, at least 20 of her designer handbags, and she said that she had to borrow money from her daughters and friends just to stay afloat. As you guys know, their Atlanta mansion was sold in foreclosure for $2.75 million after a lot of price drops, and they were eventually evicted by US Marshals in April of 2025 after refusing to vacate. But Kim and the children have since moved into a new rental home where she said that they finally feel safe. And her daughter Ariana said that her younger siblings have been heavily affected. One child is now in therapy. The kids are exposed to toxic fights and emotional instability. And Ariana even accused, which I mentioned, Kim and Croy of spending the money that she made while being on TV and being an influencer as a minor. Um, I'm just going to need you to get your shit together, please, because right now you are not making any sense to me. So I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah. What? We'll see you in a little bit. Love you guys. Bye.